Honor Magic 8 Lite is now officially available for the global market, boasting several enhancements compared to the Magic 7 Lite. This device will belong to the mid-range category and, similar to the last generation, its main strengths will undoubtedly be its battery life and durability. Let's begin with the design, as it will now feature a more modern look, replacing the curved edges of the previous generation with flat edges in line with the current trend. Surprisingly, even with a significantly larger battery, it becomes thinner, reducing from 798 to 776 mm, while keeping the same weight as the previous generation at 189 grams. Durability also improves significantly, upgrading from IP66, which was basic splash protection, to full protection with IP69K. This means it can withstand immersion and high-pressure, high-temperature water jets. It also includes a technology they have named Ultra Bounce, which enables it to endure drops from heights of up to 2.5 meters, even on hard surfaces like marble. Of course, we'll need to test it ourselves, as they haven't yet added metal frames, which raises some concerns about side impacts. Nonetheless, Honor has been diligently working on enhancing the durability that this device can offer. On its display, we can find a 679-inch OLED panel featuring a 120Hz refresh rate. Here, there is also an enhancement, the maximum brightness. It increases from 4,000 nits, already great, to 6,000 nits, boosting outdoor visibility. It introduces the Snapdragon 6 Gen 4 processor, improving power efficiency and graphics over the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 with 8 GB of RAM and 256 or 512 GB storage options. The battery is undeniably the main feature here, expanding from the 6,600 mAh of the Magic 7 Lite to an impressive 7,500 mAh, supporting fast charging at 66 watts. Yet, there's a crucial detail to note. This phone is actually based on the Honor XT released in Asia, which boasts 8,300 mAh. Nonetheless, the global version, or at least the one announced for Europe so far, sees a reduction of nearly 800 mAh. We don't know if this is due to security or transport regulations, but 7,500 ampere-hours is still a pretty good figure, and in some ways, a market leader, especially considering the category in which it will compete. However, it will have drawbacks, such as Android 15 being pre-installed along with the Magic OS 9 layer. This is disappointing given that Android 16 has been available for 6 months, making the system version outdated. In cameras, it retains the exact same experience as previous generations, featuring 108 megapixels for the main camera and 5 megapixels for the ultra-wide angle. Both are quite basic, lacking any advanced zoom options or similar features. However, we will need to wait until we have it in our hands to test it more thoroughly and determine if there will be any changes. It's important to note that this initial announcement has been made specifically for Europe. In fact, it is said that it will be available in Europe from January 2026. They still do not reveal its official price, but it is expected to remain very similar to the last generation. Again, we do not know if upon arrival in Latin America we'll recover the 8,300 mAh battery. Do you have plans for Asia, or will you stick with the announced cut for Europe? Remember that in previous generations, Honor has already employed the strategy of providing a smaller battery in Europe and a larger one on this side of the world. Therefore, we will need to wait to learn more details. For the moment, let me know if 7,500 mAh is sufficient for your needs, or if you prefer the 8,300 mAh provided by the Honor X9D.